Oh, what's good, YouTube? Falan Speaks, man. Whew, finally got a chance to get away from running around and just handling business. Um, Chicago Sky made some moves. And I didn't put anything out right away. I had to look the players up, honestly. I wasn't fully aware of the players. Now, Arella, I believe her name is, or Ariella, the one that plays for Puerto Rico. I do remember her kind of from the games, the World Games. I do remember her a little bit, I think. And from what I've seen, as far as like highlights and that sort of thing, which is what I got to go off of right now, I think she could be a useful player. You know, I look at her game, I look at her size, all those types of things. I think she could definitely be really strong coming off the bench, which is really what I expect, because you figure Atkins was brought in to be your two guard. You know, so if that's your backup for her, you know, that's I like that. As far as the three position is going to be very important. Maybe she can give you some minutes there. Personally, now, this is the thing. What I'm interested in is the opinion Tyler Marsh has of Michaela Onyenwere. Okay? Michaela is a player I'm very high on. Difference of opinion amongst a lot of people, though. A lot of people aren't really high. A lot of people have all their opinions and all of that. And that's all good. It's all about opinions and so on. I like her because of one main reason. I remember the games when Chicago played against the Aces. I remember the games, in particular, the ones that Chicago were able to win. Well, the one that Chicago we won, and then the next one where we could have won, but Asia Wilson, gets that last score. Those games aren't what they are without Michaela, if you remember. Now, I challenge anyone to go back and watch those games. Angel Reese gets all the credit in the world for her defense on Asia Wilson, and that's correct. Last year when I covered that game, I put on the thumbnail, the bad shooting percentage Asia Wilson was held to. That was mostly by Asia Wilson. Also, of course, Camilla. But a lot of y'all trying to argue that Camilla is a better defensive player than Angel Reese. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Camilla Cardoso is a better rim protector, yes, but better defender away from the basket and those things. Just watch the numbers. They're not close, okay? Angel Reese is a better on-ball defender than Camilla, okay? Camilla being 6'5", 6'6", I believe she is a better rim protector. Angel Reese could actually work on being a better rim protector. She doesn't challenge enough sometimes and things like that. And, whatever. No player is perfect. All right? But just as important as that was Michaela Onyenwere's defense on Jackie Young. Okay, there was one game where Jackie Young was held to 2 points. Okay? If you cannot hold down Jackie Young, typically, with the Aces, you're not winning, okay? The Aces just simply had too many scorers back then. Plum can kill you. Chelsea Gray, obviously, right? That defense, I challenge anybody to go look back at those games, that defense of Jackie Young. Now, when you got someone that's in the end, she's played defense excellent, really, throughout the whole stint when she started last year, talking about Michaela. That's my starting point, is that. She's starting for me just because of that. Your starter, flat out just because of that. Now, the challenge is going to be for this here. Now, I'm going to say something that's probably a little controversial for some, but this is straight up how I see it. A big key to the Chicago Sky going from being a team that is just outside the playoffs, or a team that could be 8th seed and make the playoffs, 7th, to jump into possible 5th or something like that, or 4th, okay, is the development of Michaela Onyenwere. All right. Now, of course, I don't know how Tyler Marsh sees her, but I'm guessing that the organization as a whole have to view her as an asset that you have to invest in. One reason is she was part of the Kai Copper trade, okay? She's a player that has had some success in the league. She did win Rookie of the Year. I don't care. I'm not using excuses about when she didn't go up against other rookies that were great. That's the majority of the time I'm finding in the W. Most rookies don't get minutes, et cetera and so forth, okay? I look at her and I think she's a skilled player that I would invest in. Maybe someone else doesn't, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is, how does Tyler Marsh view her? That's what matters. Now, if Tyler Marsh can help develop her similar to the way he developed Jackie Young with the Aces, that would be the key. That would be the key. Okay? Because along with helping to develop Angel Reese further along, who's already, I'm seeing a lot of improvement through just watching the 303 games, the Unrivaled, as well as Camilla. They are, of course, the two priorities. If you could develop Michaela, we're talking about 6 foot tall, guard forward, solidly built, decent handles, can already play defense, is strong. Like, that's an asset, okay? It's better to develop her than to go out there searching for other players and stuff like that. So I believe that's going to be extremely important. If she can make a jump, I ain't going to say all the way to where Jackie Young is. Jackie Young, kind of hit almost borderline superstar status, with the Aces and so on. She's not quite superstar, but, Jackie Young is one of the better two-way players in the league. If you could do something similar for Michaela, she could be a poor woman's version of Jackie Young. I got Chicago Sky finishing 5th or 6th, next season with these additions they made. I think the depth is going to be better than last year's depth. I really like the possibilities of the way it's looking. I'm going to have to give a further opinion when I see some of the new players in live action, though. But overall, I must say, I like some of the moves a lot better than I thought I would initially. They didn't go out there and grab every single star that you could, and maybe, they can't. They got to kind of sign what they can right now, being that their reputation, has not been the best reputation. But I think, man, if Tyler Marsh can go out there and develop these players, and they could be a defense first team, because I'm looking at the starting 5. The only turnstile that you might see out there with the starting 5, assuming Michaela starts at that 3, is probably Vandersloot. And I'm not really worried about her because it's already been proven that you can win with Vandersloot on the floor. She's won championships already. She's experienced. So I'm not worried about that. Atkins, lockdown. Michaela is lockdown. Yeah. Camilla is a great rim protector. Angel is lockdown. What am I missing here? Yeah. I think this could be a great defensive team. And then if Tyler Marsh does, what he specializes in, which is develop players, this could really be a very, very good season, for Chicago, and not as bad, as I thought. When you look at some of the other players, other teams, I think that the usual suspects will be there. I picked the Aces to go all the way again, probably win it. And that's fine right now. They have the premier dominant generational talent in the W. That is A'ja Wilson. She will reign, like I said, until either Juju or some other unknown person or team, knocks her off. I think at some point, that combination of Camilla and Angel has to win you something. If Chicago's patient with it and develops it right. That front court, it will be the best front court in the league within the next 3 to 4 years. There's no doubt about that in my mind. As these players continue to get better. So I think Chicago will win something within that time frame. Because you just added two former champions to the backcourt. And we still don't know what's going to happen with that number 10 pick, man. You grab one of them South Carolina girls, which is what I would do. You do nothing but add more championship, pedigree to your team. And that's the type of move, I would make for sure. Whether it's a Raven. But, if you believe you can get Raven later in that second round, I will wait. And right now, grab Pow Pow. I like Pow Pow. Or grab the sharpshooter from Connecticut, whose name I keep forgetting for some reason. If she's there at 10. I'm cool with either one of them. Or if you grab that Sellers, that would be super duper wow. But I will be shocked if she drops to 10. Looking at her, her game. But you never know, man. Angel Reese dropped to 7. So you never know. But the usual teams I think will be there. Of course, Aces, Liberty, Connecticut fell off big time. I guess they're tanking for Watkins. They look like they'll be bad for a little bit. Dallas is interesting. I think that'll be one of the teams fighting the Sky for around 5, 6, 7 range, I think. Man, Chicago got a chance, man, to be real. Dallas got a chance to be really dangerous, man. The Fever, of course, will be good, I think. Losing Fact Bentley, though, I think hurts them. But you did have Bonner. She's older. Cunningham, I like that move. It's going to be interesting. Phoenix Mercury. Diana Taurasi leaves. I'm not as worried about Phoenix because you lose Griner and but you add Alyssa Thomas. Wow. I don't know. I'm gonna hold my judgment on that because I believe Alyssa Thomas type of player. You add her to anything and it gets better. She's just that type of impactful to me. So I'm going to reserve judgment on them. So a lot of people out here saying they're going to fall off. I just don't know, man. The Alyssa Thomas led team is going to be tough. They're going to be tough. And if they follow her toughness, meaning the leadership-wise and all of that, I don't know. I'm not that quick to just throw them, out there as if they're just not going to be anything. We'll see. Who am I forgetting? Seattle, I don't know what Seattle's going to look like. It's interesting. The Sparks are interesting. You got Cameron Brink coming back. Rickea Jackson probably only gets better. She'll probably have a bigger role on the team. Kelsey Plum, they're going to run at the point. It's going to be interesting to see how she does at the point there, as opposed to when she ran the point. Well, she didn't even run the point with the Aces. They kind of had Jackie doing that. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't doubt the Plum. I think she'll do fine. And there. that might be another team that's fighting with Chicago for that, between the 5th and the 8th seed. As well as Atlanta. I think Atlanta's always kind of tough. They did lose Parker Sellers, but or Cheyenne, I believe her name is. But they still got Ryan Howard to me. What I don't get with Ryan Howard, man. Ryan Howard to me should be like the second or third best player in the league to me. When you look at her skill set, like, why isn't she dominating? It's one of those players for me. Why doesn't she dominate? There ain't too many that got more skills than Ryan Howard. Flat out. I mean, she's one of the players that make you say, well, damn. And it ain't cap. She make you say, damn. But it's just consistency. Maybe it's a toughness thing. I don't know. But with her and Alicia Gray, I just still see them as a threat. How can you not? So we'll see what happens with Atlanta. And if it is the other team I'm forgetting, well, Minnesota, of course, but those are the teams I expect to kind of like be at the top. Aces, New York, Minnesota. It'll be similar to that. Who now moves into Connecticut's spot is the question. Is it Seattle? I don't know. Without Jewel Lloyd, I don't know. So that's kind of like where I'm at with all of that, man. More videos coming forward about that for later, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now at the moment, man. Just let me know what y'all think, man, about all of that, man. And I got some videos too, man, coming out about, because some of these damn Fever Caitlin Clark fans just corny, man. Like I'm just seeing like that normal crap, man. I'll talk about that later. Y'all know how we do, man. Peace out.